It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the football team on Thursday night primetime.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars
and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here.
They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built.
Shifts by him, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They run the draw here with Robinson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offense?
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run the counter. Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Robinson.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
James Robinson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that finish getting into the end zone.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And Shark hauls it in. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Let's go!
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Robinson again.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. On the toss, here's Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 1st and 10, Alexander.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Able to complete this to Chenault.
And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6, escaping the pressure right.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Back to throw. Alexander.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Off play action. Alexander eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Alexander.
Open man, he's got Camp complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Alexander flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Colin Johnson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
What a great drop. On 1st down, Alexander.
That's caught left side by Landry.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man open, here is Jones.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Throwing on 1st down. Alexander. Open man right side is Shark. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's once again complete to Chark.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Jamin Davis.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark. On 1st and 10, Alexander. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run it now with Robinson. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Alexander. Flush to his right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! Travis Etienne from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
They juked him, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold, because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. To throw on second down, Alexander. And his throw is incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw again. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Carter Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Touchdown passes there. Off the play fake. Alexander escaping the pressure right. Throw right side caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Back to throw. Alexander eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A handoff for Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Etienne. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. Going for it, here's Etienne. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll go again with McKissick. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Here's McKissick. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. The They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll get him down at about... Etienne with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Etienne once more. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Looking to throw. Alexander. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
So that wraps up our first NFL Power Rankings of the 2021 season. Obviously, it wasn't too difficult to come up with first place. In fact, we had NFL insider Ethan Rhodes on the show earlier today, and here's what he had to say about our top choice, the Jaguars.
I went on to the Nia Polanco show last week and sung this team's praises, and they managed to improve to 5-0. Whether or not you think this team is a bona fide Super Bowl contender, you have to respect what this organization and their star rookie have managed to do in the first month of the season. All right, there is some legitimate young talent on that roster, and they are very well coached. The future is really bright.
All right, so here's the thing. I agree with everything Ethan said about Jacksonville. He is spot on, 100% on the money. But, and you knew there was a but coming, what happens when they eventually end up in the loss column? What happens then? And what if it ends up being 2 or maybe even 3 losses in a row? because how they bounce back from adversity is what's going to take this promising young squad from the power rankings to the playoffs. You can mark my words. Write that down. But, yeah, I don't know. I tend to get ahead of myself sometimes, so let's chill. We've got plenty of games ahead of us. At least that's